Hello everyone. In this session we will see how to navigate in T24 through browser. So today's our agenda will be how to navigate, how to log in, how to log out and how to access help. We will see various buttons and functions those are available in browser screen. We also do some workshop like how to create access and amend our records. Also we'll discuss about audit fields on records. To access in T24, you should have URL. So your organization will set up URL for you. You can access T24 through different browsers like Mozilla, Safari, Chrome, and Internet Explorer. So almost every browser will support this. The first screen that you are seeing currently on my screen is your login screen. Here you need to provide your username and password. This information will be given to you by your organization. You need to remember all these user ID and passwords are case sensitive. So while typing input and password, you need to take precaution. I got my user ID that I have created in one of our previous session. Sign on name, that is my ID, and I will log in using this ID. Browser session is very simple. It's like other application that you have seen previously. Basically, T24 browser is used by end user or business user or the bank employees who is working in T24. This is role specific. Every user has will given to some role. Based on that role, you will see here menu. But as I'm using my super user, that's why we are getting command line here. This one is a command line which I'm typing currently. So this is command line. Not all the user will get access of command line. Only super user will get access. Based on role, you will see menu here. We are seeing all menus, but whenever user will assign particular role. For example, if a user is only responsible to do fund transfer, then he will see menu for related to fund transfer. Or if user is a teller, then he will get all options here related to his teller operation. So this is how this will be role based, and that role will be configured in SMS module. We'll see that module later in our coming lecture. Once you will log in, you will see here login information. This is your login ID, name, and when you have your last sign on, and zero attempts, it means if you have any invalid attempt or if you try to log in and you have given wrong password, then this will be incremented. So these are all your login information. So this is command line is the same as you have seen in classical. You can type here your command for any application, anything that you can type. But as this is a browser based, so most of the time user has given to access to these menu options, so they can directly click and perform their things. So we got three buttons here. One is help, tools, and sign off. Sign off is just to, if you will click sign off, you will log out of this screen. And tools give you option to select my profile. So here you can change the password, amend your preferences, organize your favorite, and deactivate your profile. And even my companies is like Model Bank. Currently, my default branch is here, Model Bank. That one is your default. But if you want to change your company, for example, we have different five more companies that are assigned to you, this user, and these are all customized. If you see here, while creation of user, I have assigned this company to user. That's why we are able to see all these companies here. If I will delete any of the companies, you will not able to see it here. If you want to log in Germany branch, then you need to just click it. So you will see this will open Germany. So this is how we have different branches access and you can log off. And I'm just going to close this because it seems very slow here. So I'm just clicking it again to show you. So you can see here, this is tab here Germany. So this is the same menu functions here. And help will provide the some good documentation how to use about T24 browser, because we haven't given any application, but if I will give some application here like account, then our help will change. This is the help icon here. So this all information about account you will get to know. And all fields I will talk about later. These are all input fields if I'm creating new deal. So you will understand what all these fields. So for example, customer. So if you mouse over on the customer, so you can see customer is written over, category is category. So the same way you can find out the field name like position dot type. You can find out what's the position type and all this information what you have to type here. These are all by alphabetically arranged. So for example, customer, you can find here category. These are all information. What is category? So this provides very nice documentation for your learning. So whenever you will click anything, it will open in separate windows. So you need to track all the open window here. First screen you will see user menu, admin menu and role-based home page. So user menu has functionality for end users. Admin menu has functionality to define different type of product and other parameter tables. And role-based home pages will give the user a list of home pages available in T24 for various roles. So user menu is will see here all the available modules here like customer CRM, and these are all functionalities available for end user. Contract management, product catalog. So you can click here. For customer also we have different option, means what type of customer you are going to create. So if I will click individual customer, it will directly open this screen too, and it will provide you option to create customer here. You can give all your input. You have drop down and plus sign. These are some multi-value fields. If I will click again, you will find another name and you can remove this. And we have radio button too. You can select like this while creating record. And we have account officer drop down, which is mapped to different tables, and we are getting information from different tables here. You can see very nice view in front end. This is like this is totally for end user. Most of the time, bank operations those are using these versions. So this is one of the version for T24, which we create for particular roles and responsibility. So we'll talk about what is version, what is application. So just to understand, customer is a one application. It's a Temenos provided application where you will find these many fields, but those are not organized. Many of the fields are reserved here. You can see all these list of the fields, but not necessary your bank is using all these fields. So maybe bank use some of the fields those bank required. So we can create some version using this is application, but if we want to customize this for our purpose, then we will create one version. We will talk about version when I will teaching you version, version module. But as of now, you should understand we have one application and we can customize that application to create our version. In admin menu, this is admin menu has functionality to define different type of products and other parameters table. So you will find all parameters table related to different, for example, company. So we have different company code we can add, we can remove. So and dates, country, holidays. These are all like parameters table that we can assign here. For customer also we have target, customer status, posting restrictions, relation and department leave. These are all mandatory fields for the customer and these are all different tables. So these are some available target for the customer. So if I want to remove anything or I want to delete, I can parameterize it. So we'll talk about this when I will teach you about customer module in my coming lecture. Then I will talk about this how to parameterize this. So just for understanding, these are all tables. Those can be customized. Similarly, we have different for account modules. If you know We can set up account charges and a lot of things we can do here. Just for the understanding, admin menu provides us facility to parameterize tables. And these are role-based home pages. These are pages that T24 for various roles. So we can assign these roles to different users. So this is home page for retail user. If I'm assigning this home page, then how this will look to retail user. So retail can do some operations like accounts. It can create check for collections, debit card. Similarly, we have retail supervisor, tailor operations. So these are all things related to tailor. So this is something customized form you can see here. And this is, you can say, role-based home page. This can be assigned to any user. So I hope you understand all these three menus. Whenever you want to sign up, just do proper sign up. Don't ever close this directly or use back button. So if I want to see user here, for example, so user, and I can enter. If I will enter it, so it will open me your application. Here you have drop down. You can select all live records from here. You can select any user if you want, or if you have any known user, you can click here. So you can see here, as I have opened in I mode, so by default it will be opened here in input modes. So you can edit record, change any record here. So we'll talk about some customer here. We can apply different functions like I for input as you already, or first I will try C here. So this is, if you want to view the record, you can type customer and S button. So it's very simple. S is just for viewing record here. So these are all some buttons here. I will talk about this button when I will try to input or modify any record. Use another function like I here. So I, it means you can input new record or you can modify existing record. So as I have this records already available, so I can modify this. For example, if I want to change holder, we have three options you can see here. This button is tick button, submit the deal, verify your record for any error. So this third button is hold. You can hold inputting, and if you want to go for tea break, so you can hold the record, and once you back, you can unhold and continue. So if I'm going to validate, it will highlight the error. So as of now, I don't have any error. I should be able to commit this. So you will have to authorize. So these are three buttons you can see. The middle one is for viewing, and this one you have already seen. You can edit the contract through this button. You can edit the deal, but for this button we can view the record. So once you will click on view, you can see here record is in I input unauthorized. It's in INAU status. So it means record need to be authorized first. So I will have to log in again with some different user to authorize this. So I will sign off from here, and I will go to that module first. So we are at customer now. So you have different option to authorize the record. Either you can type directly like this customer. To authorize, you need to type A and 100, 200. You can do like this also if you will click. So you will have to go down and you can see what the changes was made here. So you can see here new value got changed to 10. Earlier it was something else, but it's been changed to 10 now. So you have option, you can see option here, and this double two is for authorize the deal. So this is through completely through command line. Once you will click this, record will be authorized and it will be moved to live. But I want you to show some different option also here. So instead of typing it here directly, I have some different option also. So I will go here and you can see here we got more action. So if I will click here, so list of unauthorized files. So it will give me the list of all unauthorized record. So you can see here we got option here. Our record is here. So this is one way we can from this option also we can authorize. So you need to click here and after that you get this button again. So I will open this again using this customer authorize 100 200 and enter. Actually I closed directly the time when I was authorizing record. So what should we do if we get situation like this? We need to type record.log. So in chapter 3, we have already seen how to validate or verify record. So we have option called here V that can be used to validate or verify record. You need to go to record.log and once you will be here, you need to see you can do drop down and you can find your record or else you can directly type and find out your record. So I got my record and after that you need to go perform an action here, verify, you can see here. So this is the option here, unlock this. So you have already verified record. I just click very quickly, so I will not able to. But we have option. We have seen some buttons similar to. I will show you. So you have seen this button here, the one for verify. So this button helps you. Actually, I clicked very quickly, so that's why I'm just putting this information for you. So this button helps you to verify. So as of now, you have seen how to input using this, how to see, and how to authorize. So, so authorization we haven't seen. Actually, we were about to see authorization now. 100, 200, and now perform button. And this is the customer. If you remember, we changed our old value to 10. Now this is available for us. So these two buttons here can authorize the record. And if I don't want this record to be authorized, then I can delete this. I have already told you we can't delete live record. Only we can delete and any record that is in INAU queue. The records those are not authorized, we can delete only those record. We can't delete live record. But now you get question like then how we will deal if I have to delete any live record. Then so there is an option. We don't have any option to delete directly, but we can reverse. The time when we will reverse the record, that record will move from live record to history record. But you can't reverse all the transactions. Only some of the applications provide this feature. Means you can't return reverse every records. We'll talk about reverse functionality as well, but for the example I will try to reverse the same record, but before that I'm just going to authorize this. So as I told, to authorize we need to use these two ticks. So you can see this record's been authorized. This button is for view. So you can see here our role been added, it was not there earlier. We have audit log as well. Cur number is especially it's a current number, so it's a 2. Whenever you will create any fresh record, new record, at that time cur number will be 1. But as we got some updates on this record, that's why it's been changed to 2. So with the help of cur number, you can find out how many times that record been updated. And this is the inputter here. You can see who has inputted this record, means who has created this record at first time. It talks about those details. And let's talk about date and time when it was authorized, and who has authorized this record. This is the information you are getting here. This time we are not saying record status here. It means this record is live record. So we have different types of status. I will show you what all the status that we can have. So if record status is blank, for our in our example we don't have record status here, then it means it's a live record and record is in live file. You have already seen I and AU. So record that has been input but not yet authorized. So the time when we authorize record, the status changed to input to blank. Blank it means live record. So similarly, we have IHLD, record is placed on hold. If I'm filling information and I need to go for any break, then I can put record on hold. Record's status will change to IHLD. INA2, if we have multi-label of authorization. So you know T24 is a word of maker and checker. So the first time if maker is creating one record and suppose we have two checker for any version. We can customize those things. How many checkers you want, we can customize in our version. We have option there. So in case if we have two checker, in that time these INA2 status will be there. So suppose one checker has approved, but another checker is pending. At that time, the record has been authorized by one person, and it is now waiting for second authorizer to approve. So as some transaction required to authorizer, so that time will have status INA2, INAU. So you can see here if we have record is input and are waiting for some override. Some override is like some warning message that's coming to your screen and you are just uh, giving yes or no, providing answer before committing or before authorizing. So that the time before committing, so that time your status will be INAU. Similarly, if you will reverse the record, then it will status will be RNAU. And even during reversing, if a reversal is awaiting for second checker authorizer, then the status will change to RNA2. So I will show you how we can reverse this record. So this is customer here. So I will put here 100, 200, the same customer. And we have this button here for perform an action on this contract. So once I will perform the contract here, you will see this button. This button is only active this time because this is live record. So only we can reverse this. Others are not required. So if I will reverse this now, so what will happen? If you remember, we have changed rule that was blank earlier and we made it to 10. So in case if I will reverse this record, then what will happen? We will see. So it says no function for this application. So as I already told you, means not all the functions supporting. So customer is not supporting, just to make you understand not all the functions for this application. So we'll try to reverse some other transaction. The best example will be fund transfer. So if I'm going to fund transfer FT, I can type FT or I can type funds transfer. These are all abbreviation. I guess you already know. I have already talked about this in some of the my earlier session. So I'm just going to open fund transfer here. So as I told, we can select any live deal here. These are the buttons, or I will talk about this button. Drop down has option to select live records here. So I will select this one, and I will apply more action on this contract. So you can see this reverse button. So fund transfer, what will happen in case if I realized I did some wrong, I have selected some wrong account while doing fund transfer and it was even not verified by checker. So we got some wrong information. We have did some wrong and after that, if we need to reverse this, then how I will do. So this is fund transfer. So once I will reverse this, all negative entries, reversal entries will be generated and this live record will transfer to history record. So if you remember, I will copy this so that I can show you this live record as well. So this is the button to reverse this transaction. So once I will click, it's been reversed. So I can copy this and we can see here, view. So you can see RNAU status, reverse unauthorized. So as of now, it's been not reversed. We need to have another checker login. So as discussed you earlier, RNAU reversal of record has not been authorized. That's why status been changed to RNAU. So SON is also one option to sign on, sign off, but our reverse is not done yet. So we can see we have another function called exception. Means if any record that is not in live, it means that record is in exception list. So we'll try to find how to see exception list. FT to get into exception list, we have two options. Through command line, we can type FT and E. So it will give me all list of exceptions record like this. These are all records, those are in exception currently. So we must have our record as well. So we need to find out this one is our record that is in RNAU status. So this is one way to find. You can go here and you can perform more perform action and you can authorize this here using double tick. Another way we have, then you can type A and FT number here like this. If you will execute this, we'll directly open this record. It's taking some time. As I closed that exception list directly with that's why my records got logged. I hope you understand what mistake I did. You should never, if your record is in input mode or if you're going to authorize, then at that time, if you close this directly or accidentally, then your record will be locked. So how to release locked, you already know. Now you can, as I told you, we got two options now. Back to our point. So I will type FT and A button here directly in command line and I will paste here number and I will execute this till. So you can see here, this is the record which is in RNAU status and you can, if I will click this button here, this will authorize the deal or I can go back, return to application screen using this up arrow button. Now I will show you we have other option here, more action. So this is one option where you can get your all unauthorized record. This will help you to find live files. But if you see here, list unauthorized file. So if you will click here, so your record should be here. So this is your record. Now you need to perform more function. So what I did mistake earlier, I did close this screen directly at this page. So because I should not have done that, but I did. That's why my record was in record.log. So, but you got question like then how you should go back. So this is button here. If you see up arrow, so you can, if you will click this button, then you can return to application screen. So we have option here delete means I don't if I don't want to reverse if I don't want to reverse this FT, if I realize I should not reverse this transaction and even I did all these things, then if I will this delete if I will press this delete button, then no reversal will be done. But I want to do, that's why I'm just want to authorize this to show you how to authorize the reversal transaction. So if I will, as of now, you just notice the status is RNAU. Our record is, if I'm just going to commit this, it means what it says, uh, same name authorizer or inputter. Because inputter is and authorizer are both are same person. That's why I'm getting this error. So I'm just going to log in with some different user now. So you can type FT or you can type funds.transfer as well. This is also So this is application name, and most of the times we are using abbreviation. So I will type here, will perform an action on the contract. I will use this button and I will authorize this from here. So you can see the record was created by authorizer earlier, inputter was authorizer, but I'm using different ID called inputter. So this record should have authorized now. I can copy paste here and I will view this. This is a C button, you can see this. So you can see record status is changed now, reversed. It has some different status now. You can see it's not blank. It will be blank only if it is in live record, but this is not live record, so status been changed to reversed. To show you this record in history file, here more action, and you can see list history file. So you can see your record here is the record that we have reversed. This is the record of today's date. This is history here. This is how history file says, like this. So same FT number we can see here. We can go back. So I will show how to can we delete the record. So we'll find some existing records which is in INAU status. So it's very simple. You can't delete live record, but you can delete unauthorized record. So I will select one record that is in unauthorized file here. So you can see we have many records, those are unauthorized. So if I will click here, perform more action, so you will get the button to delete here. So it means I want to, why I'm deleting here, because I want to cancel this FT. This was done, this FT was raised, and it was in INAU status. It was not live. In live we can't delete, but in INAU stage we can delete this transaction. So I will do this. So record's been deleted, I guess. So if I see this view it. So it's record missing. Copy any record. So I will open one user. We'll go back to user profile here, and you can see here. For example, if I want to create similar user of uh, like account executive or similar user like me, man1. So this is the user. I have just opened this on browse mode, and I want to create replica of this user. I got one new member in team and I want to create user like me. So what I will do, I will go to more action here and I will click copy. So you get this message here. And now I will close this screen. I will create new user. So you already know how can you create new user. So this is the button to create new user. So this is will open. I guess I need to give some ID. So I'm just going to give some ID for that person ABCD1. His role similar to mine. So we have option here paste. So you can see everything got copied from user one. So you can see here super user. So I can give him some, I don't want him as a super user. So I have some role based things here that we can configure. And we'll see what all the things we can change here. So this is the date, password validity from this to this. This start dates by 16th January 2001. So I can change this to today's date, that is 16th January 2022. Otherwise, if I don't change this, what will happen? We'll get some error. I will show you what error we're getting. So classification here, whether which type of user it is, internal, external, some languages, some company you have seen. If I will all this company access he will when he will log in. So this is how I'm just going to validate. I will show you what error we are getting. So you can see here, these are errors we are getting currently. I haven't given sign on name, and username is also wrong. So username is ABCD and say Singh, sounds some funny name. Sign on name is like ABCD01. This is sign on name, means with the help of this name only user can log in into system. And this is record ID. So don't get confused. What is username? Username is name of the user. Sign on name is the name which is your ID basically. With the help of this name only you can log in into system. And the start date I need to have is today's date 2001-01, and we will do this to today's date is 16. So this is what error we are getting. Start date profile, no input is not less than today's date, and sign on name is missing. Now if I will validate this, so I should not get any error. So everything is fine. So I can create this user. So you can see this record should be in INAU status, record status. But if we have live record, once this record will be live, then this field will be disappear. So I hope you understand. Our intention is not to authorize this record for now, but because our intention was something different, I want you to see how to do copy and paste. Now we'll see list live records and list all exceptions. So I hope you have already seen this, but I will show you again. So for example, user, I want to see all list records. So you have option here. More action, you can see list live file, list unauthorized file, list history file. So what are these three files I will show you. So if I will click list of live files, so it will give me the list of all users those are currently in live. These are all active live users currently. Maybe some of them may be expired profile, but as of now all these users are present in live. So you can see here we have different option. So this is at, if you want to select any page, a specific page, you can click here directly. For example, if you want to go page number 5, if you think you're recorded page number 5, you can go directly. Or if you want to go at first page, uh, you can you can see this button here for to go to first page, or this is your previous page, this is your next page, and this button is for the your last page. So if I'm clicking last page, I can see how many pages are there. So we have total 7 pages, you can see. So I'm at last page, but I can go previous now and first. That's why these buttons are disabled. So you can directly click this one also. If I'm for example for fifth, if I want to click comma 1 here, so I can click it here and I can perform functions, I can view this record, and I can modify this record. These three buttons you can see. So these are all live records. Now if you want to see all unauthorized record in user, I'm in user application, so I can able to see all unauthorized record here. So I can see we have two records. The one which we have created in our just now recently, and that one is there, and another one is there. So those two records are unauthorized. So we can download reports if somebody is asking, if your branch, somebody is asking you to provide all the list of unauthorized records. So you can go here and you can download this report. You can save XML, you can save as HTML, you can save as CSV file. So these are different options here you can do. You can print to server. So we can, if you want to download this record, so you can do. Save as CSV if I'm selecting. So it will ask me where I would like to save this, and I can save this. So you can see these two records. So similarly, you can create reports in different format here. These are some options here: CSV, HTML, and XML format. And you will get this button almost everywhere. So you can, if you want anything to download, you can do. So these are unauthorized. If you want to see history file for user, so all these records, those are in history, those been returned our history. So you can see here the ARUs comma 3 means it's like third version that's been moved here, called number 3. So we must have two more versions there in live. Means we must have second version, or we don't know. Means maybe we have some more records those been returned to history. We don't know. So these are like version here. You can see version number 3 that's been returned to history here. These are some three options you can see. Those are for inquiries. So I will show if you something want to search in live file. For example, if you want to search here, these are some options. If you want to search all the users who are having who's having English language as one, or you can see here English. So it will list you all the users those are currently talking in English language. So this is where you can have different option here, more option you can select like ascending, descending, or some more option you can sort by language, sort by some all the others are then by, so it's like selective search you can do. So I hope you understand how to search in live records. So you have different more functions you can search. You have different filters you can see here. So you can search by user ID, you can search by username, classification, start date profile, end date profile, start time, end time, accounts, customer. So we have a lot option where you can use for searching. So there is also some search of unauthorized file. So if you want to search some records in unauthorized file, for example, same if I would like to search where language one, so we'll see how many records are there. So we must have two records, I guess, those two, because those are having English language. So this is how you can search. I guess I created this record for copy and paste to make you understand about copy paste. The same record is this, but I haven't authorized. That's why it's like INAU status. So other features you can see here. So if I don't provide any option and I'm just clicking find, so it will give me all records. So these are some customer specific inquiries, similar same inquiry, but I'm not sure which one is working. Not all the things are working here. So as of now, I'm leaving this fields for here. So you have already seen this many things. So I hope I have not created any input new record. So I will show you how to create input new record. Modify we have seen. So FT is like fund transfer. So how to do fund transfer? So we have one more option here called new deal. So you can directly create this or you can create one from here. But I would show you how to create new deal buttons. If you see this button is available, not all the application it's available, but for some specific function you have, you will find this. So once you will click fund transfer, you can see here transaction type. So don't worry, I will give you detail fund transfer when details of fund transfer when I will teach you about fund transfer. But as of now, I'm just creating one transactions to show you how to create new record. So you can see here transaction type. So we have different transaction type here. So as we are doing fund transfer account to account, so we have option called AC here, this one. But we have others for a lot of functions here, some inwards outward transactions, also check payment, but I don't want to go in that much detail. So I'm just typing here AC and debit account number. So we must have some debit account number, so I'm just putting my account number. So this, it doesn't look like account number, is it? So don't worry, this is not account number, it's a mnemonic. So you will be learn what is mnemonic. So the mnemonic is, and I guess I have already told you in one of session. Mnemonic is a, alternate. It's a key for any account. If you're not able to remember all account numbers, you can create some mnemonics. So if I will press enter, it will give me some error, but you will get account number as well. So this was the account number that for that I typed mnemonic. This is some error I'm getting because I need some mandatory field that I need to be inputted. So debit currency, I will put USD here. I can type here or I can select it from drop down. I will type tab. So how much debit amount you would like means this amount will be debited, and the debit value date when it will be debited. So I'm not giving this any date. So it will take today's date. So this is credit value, credit account number. I missed somewhere. So it must we must give some credit account number. This is where. So you can see this button. What is this? I here. So if you will click here I, it will provide some help here. Means help related this debit account number. Means you should know. You would like to know in between if you are doing fund transfer. You would like to see whether the person has enough balance or not. So you can click it here. So available balance today. So you can see this is this much working balance he has currently. So it's so £100 we can take. So and one more thing here. So you understand. So and customer signature. I don't have signature of the customer, but if you got form where you need to validate the customer signatures, you can see here. Customer signature is not uploaded, but whenever you went to bank and you are filling, you have been asked to do fund transfer. They provide you some form and you fill information for from account and to beneficiary account, and you are signing. If you are account holder, you are signing. So that sign they match here because it's a test environment. That's why I don't have signature. So I have given this my credit account. I am missing something. Debit account number. I need to have credit account number here. So credit account number also available balance. It's not required for credit account number, but I can type some credit account number. I will give some mnemonic. It's a mnemonic. I have typed wrong place. Sorry. No accounts to display. I'm just checking. I don't know. Yeah, it's working. So this is the account number here for that mnemonic. So I can type account number as well because I know now. So I can validate this. So it's error free. So and this is like core T24 application here. Most of the time we are customizing versions. So you will learn how simple uh, it will be when I will create one version for fund transfer. So that's why it's like we have a lot of, you are seeing a lot of fields, but all those fields are not important. But might be some banks need those fields so they can customize their requirement. So we'll talk about version later in some times. So I'm just going to authorize this, commit this. So you can see this record has been created. Now we need to authorize. I need to open another T24 screen and I will authorize that from there. If I will try to authorize it here, I will give error. So I just copied. I will sign off now. If you want this, so I can use this menu also to authorize the record. We have option to authorize here. We can write like this FTA and FT number. But if I want to use menu, because we have menu, so at least I will show you how can we use this menu here. So fund transfer standing operation. So fund transfer is come under corporate operation. So you can see here we have uh, very nice place where we can unauthorized FT transaction. We can go here, or we can authorize and delete. So you can see here. So it will give us the list of all transactions those are pending for the authorization. I guess this one is our transaction V07 here. So I will click this button and it will give me detail. So you can see some different look and feel. So you have option here to authorize. So this is like these are some role-based operations here. User menu, those you can see how we can do the different thing from different location. So if you will see now this record, you must see it authorized. So if you go to audit, it's been authorized. The same record we have, inputter and authorizer. This is today's date and current number is 1. So we have covered everything mentioned in our agenda today. So I will go back again to see what are the things in our agenda. So how to navigate, log in and log out help, various button and function, how to create access, amend and take action on record, audit fields of record. So hope you like this session and thank you very much for your interest. We'll see another session very soon. Thank you. Bye.